The discourse surrounding Israel's claims to Palestine often centers on religious and historical assertions. A faction holds that Israel has a right to Palestine, grounded in the Jewish belief that God promised them the land. This supposition invites a logical inquiry. Is the Jewish faith binding upon all humanity? The unequivocal answer is negative, prompting the question of why this rationale should be universally accepted. If one group's faith is perceived as global, why then is the Islamic belief, held by over 1.5 billion individuals, not considered binding for all? Let us commence with history. Jacob, known in Arabic as Israel, resided in the lands of Palestine with his 12 sons, including Joseph. Yet, Jacob was neither a monarch nor did he possess the territory, thus questioning how he could bequeath it. The entire claim to Jewish rights upon this land hinges on such lineage. What, then, is the connection between Jewish individuals from Europe, America, Ethiopia, and Africa and Jacob's sons? Especially considering Judaism is inherited through the mother rather than the father, how can modern descendants claim lineage from Jacob's male progeny? Who were the Canaanites? The Canaanites were the initial inhabitants of Palestine, forming part of the Semitic peoples, which include Arabs. Their worship included deities like Astarte, Baal, and El. References to them are found even within the Torah, illustrating that Jews were not the original settlers of this land. Which entities historically governed Palestine? The Jews governed Palestine on merely 2 occasions, during Joshua's era and under Solomon's reign. In summation, they presided as an independent state for a mere 80 years in history. In contrast, Arabs and Muslims administered Palestine for over 1,300 years, manifesting as a state, emirate, or caliphate until the Ottoman Empire's fall and the advent of the British Mandate. What is the 80-year syndrome? Within Jewish thought exists the 80-year syndrome, the notion that no Jewish state sustains itself beyond 80 years, as internal division or external invasion ensues its collapse. Presently, the state of Israel nears this threshold, stirring growing concerns. How did the conflict arise? Arab-Jewish conflicts emerged near the conclusion of British Mandate when Great Britain issued the Balfour Declaration in 1917. A pledge from one without ownership to another lacking rights. The declaration included, His Majesty's government view would favor the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people. It being clearly understood that nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine. The pivotal phrase here is, without prejudice to the rights of non-Jewish inhabitants, referencing the Palestinian Arabs constituting over 90% of the population. Nonetheless, Britain allocated more than 55% of Palestinian land to the Jewish people despite their minority, largely comprising European immigrants.